All right, guys, I'm Frank Hackett. It's called me Hackett. It's my last name. It's not some gay handle I made up. This is Justin Brown, Spritel. First and foremost, we got to give a couple thank yous out. There's a couple guys that have made a huge difference to us. So Spritel, I'll let you go first.
Johnny, because he's not here, and this is true. Johnny doesn't always get to come to these. He does spend 23 hours in there to spend time with us. So please come by the booth, say thank you, meet him, drop a donation, buy a shirt, say something to him because he needs help right now, and you see it on him. So, and he's a good friend. So.
Next person, both Spritel and I have worked with Joe McCray in the last year in the rookie program. We went up for a pen test up in Jersey City, popped the camera system, and just by happen chance, we caught Joe strutting out in the hallway. So, yeah, he's not here either, but big thank you to Joe. He's meant a lot. Lastly, this is my boss. I told Brian a year ago, hey, look, I want to start getting into InfoSec stuff. I want to start learning it. He's been extremely supportive. You know, he's been great. Can't thank him enough. He's not here either. My CTO is. Please troll the hell out of him. Call him Mexican. He likes it. So who are we?
So I do all the OSINT for the Joe McCray's rookie program. So any of the tests that come in, I do all that. So I'm the scary one in the room. And yeah, I'm not the web hack ninja in training. Yeah, I do a lot of good stuff, and I'm on the ISP podcast now. I am also a Baylor grad, so I hate you.
Yep. The reason why he hates me, I'm a WVU dropout, but we won the football game today. I'm a senior systems engineer, huge background in networks. Sysadmin from hell. If you can break it, I can fix it. Working on the security stuff, and like I said, WV dropout. Gotta love the Mountaineers. So what are we going to talk about? You know, why do you want to listen to us? We're going to tell you what's worked for us, what hasn't. Just some tips and tricks that we've gained knowledge from, or stuff that's hurt us. And going, nah, you know what? Don't try that because it ain't going to work. Stuff we've done to get involved, and for a couple of the mentors out there, some tips for you guys. When new people come up, a lot of times they get kind of shunned, and it sucks. So very first, you gotta communicate. All right. IRC is huge. If you don't know what IRC is, you're in the wrong room. You're probably the wrong hotel.
You know, it kind of is that obvious. Yes, hit up Freenode. It's awesome. Use the SSL, please. It's really good.
But yeah, then you got all your dedicated channels. You know, for the tools that you're using, for the OSs you're using. Ask questions. You know,
wait for answers.
Yeah, don't ask and then pop out. It's IRC. We're logged in there 24 hours a day. We may check it twice.
And some of you guys have jobs, so you might not always be nearby.
Yeah. So the other thing, this is kind of a pet peeve of mine on IRC. People go, hey, do you mind if I PM you? Or do you mind if I ask you something? Well, you just asked me something. So we could have avoided one question. Just ask, get it out there. And then use your local resources. Hit Google, hit the FAQs, hit forums. You know, if there's something you can find, go out and find it versus just, well, how do I start a backtrack? Yeah, read.
Twitter.
Tweeter.
Yeah.
I believe that's called Twitter.
You know, we had this discussion at AID, it's still Tweeter. If you don't have an account, get one. There's a ton of people on there.
A lot of security folks on there.
Yeah, I have no idea what non-security people do on Twitter. I imagine it's boring as hell. But yeah, make friends. You're going to get some links. You're going to see some ideas. I know like CG and Mubix are awesome about dropping out shared links. You know, bookmark that stuff, favorite, email it. I email it to myself so I can come back later and read.
Save the file as to your Google Docs.
Yeah.
Because they drop some really cool stuff that says, hey, I want to make sure I either have a copy of this or I have it handy for me for when I'm doing stuff later.
Yeah.
It really comes in handy. It can be a lifesaver when you're doing certain.
Well, and it's all open and free knowledge. I mean, if you got an opportunity to learn something, you might as well. So we threw up some people to follow. We got a lot of our homies up there. Some of the different cons that we're involved with. Again, I mean, we were trying to come up with a list, and it was like, well, hell, you could list 5,000 people and not hit everybody. Just some suggestions. And definitely follow this guy, Glitch. Dude's bad. Get involved with some of your meetups.
Local meetups are really awesome. I live in Austin, so we have Austin Hackers Association. That got started by H.D. Moore, J-Duck, Druid, a bunch of those guys who are really awesome dudes in this community. And they kind of keep it as, hey, we want a way to like come together, start sharing information, and start talking with each other. Get to know each other outside of work, and be able to share ideas. Because there is sometimes where, all right, I work remotely, I don't see these guys often, so it's kind of, to be able to go somewhere and hang out with them is really awesome.
Yeah, go network. You got to meet some people. You know, some professional spots here. Cons. Obviously, we're at a con. I hope everyone's having a great time. I know I am. We got HackerCon coming up.
You need cards, I have them.
That is to be avoided, right? It's not good.
And while you're at the cons, make friends. If you hang out in the CTF all day, if you only hop in the talks, you're going to miss out on a lot of just, you know, bumping elbows with people.
Baldwin Con is awesome.
Yeah.
And way underrated. It's worth going to just meet people, asking them, hey, what talks have you seen? So you build an idea. Because the awesome part about DerbyCon, every talk up there and down here is recorded. That's awesome because you're now getting a way to where, all right, I can start figuring out which time later, all right, I can spend an hour listening to Mitnick, I can listen to CG and Movix, I can listen to Dave and all the guys.
You can watch it all.
You get to cherry pick all your talk. It actually won't take you that long to work through them.
Yeah, go talk to people, you know, they don't bite. Sometimes you have to meet in real life. Sorry. You know, it helps. So some online stuff. Obviously IRC, which we already hit. Skype is huge. Google Hangouts, just recently I started using them and I'm really impressed. I didn't like it at all at first, but they're pretty damn cool. So Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, you know, and find your mentors, your friends.
Mr. Hackett?
Yes,
I
sir.
believe that's called Facebook.
The stocks say differently.
Well, you can't argue with that.
That's pretty good.
Find some random people out there. You know,
I think that's how we met.
That's how you and I met up. Those guys here that I've tweeted at for the last year and just met them finally. It helps, you know, network, bump elbows.
And all right, these are some selected podcasts. I'm on the first one. Bill back there's on there. Rick and Karth actually couldn't make it. They had work and family emergencies they had to take care of, so that's why they're not here. And the other guys are all busy working as well. So, Paul.com's upstairs. Don't buy anything from them. Come to HFC instead. But they're good. They're good guys, and they will help us out a lot of times. So I know that some of the security bits guys might be around. They're pretty cool. And Risky Business is one out of the Australia that's actually pretty cool about being able to talk about various subjects and bringing really cool guys and kind of get at, hey, what are the things we want to hit up and do a pretty good weekly show.
Yeah. And just, yeah, and try to, I mean, obviously, I try to listen to ISD. I can't do it every day. But make sure
I'm on the show and I don't do it every day.
Yeah, try to catch it. Because, again, it's just people talking. And there are people that kind of have the right to have opinions. You know, they've been in the game long enough that if they tell you something works, it probably works. You know, it's worth listening to.
Plus, it's fun to troll you on IRC while you're talking.
Yeah,
Damn
exactly.
right.
Who are you?
You're in talking.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Stop being lazy. You know, you're not going to put the Metasploit book under your pillow, wake up the next day and be a guru. You know, you got to put fingers to the keyboard.
Yes. You got 10 fingers to apply knowledge. Use them.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to pep this real quick. I'm from basically Help Out Active Security. Everything that got launched this morning is live. Go get involved now. Everything's getting pushed. Everything's getting updated right now. So please, come hang out.
Yeah.
Help us out.
And again, we're both part of the security rookies under Joe McRae, which has been an awesome group, you know. And it's not only new guys. We've got guys that are coming in now they've been in the industry for a couple of years, but they need to learn.
They want to learn some of the offensive
Yeah.
security skills. It's other guys that they're like, I want a way to keep me away from, keep my hands busy because
Yeah.
I'll go nuts otherwise. I've seen some guys who say, hey, yeah, if I don't start helping you, I might start pen testing the internet.
But yeah, and make your own group. You got your buddies. We got High Hack Society here. Woo-hoo. There you go. Hang out, share that knowledge with each other, teach each other something. Nobody knows everything, but you start getting people together. Hey, you know what? We all got a pretty good skill set now. We can go out and do this. So if you need a group, see Bill in the back. You got Auntie's All Stars. It's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, budget labs.
Yeah, go.
All right, so real quick, your hypervisors, VirtualBox, VMware Player, VMware Workstation's money, Fusion's money. I love Fusion on the Mac. I wouldn't trade it for anything else. Parallels, whatever. You don't need a whole corporate enterprise domain to play on, to practice on. Think small. You need a victim. If you want to go with a DC, a couple hosts, file server, whatever, that's cool. But don't start throwing 50, 100, 200 boxes, because it's overkill, too much to maintain. It's going to kind of mess you up. Start vulnerable. MS-0867, gotta love it. It's still around. Still works. If you can load that up in Metasploit, pop it, get your shell, start working on moving around the file system. Running your processes in memory versus dropping files. And then some of the other vulnerables, Metasploitables.
Yeah, both 1 and 2. Two has some really nice updates to it. WebGoat for what I've been testing, as well as Facility is also pretty good. And if I remember correctly, I don't remember if it's the latest version of Facility got pulled into Metasploit 2. I know a version of it did get pulled in.
The other thing, your labs as well. I know my lab back at home, and I'm lucky with my job. I happen to have an old server that we swapped out.
Mr. Hackett,
Yes, sir.
I believe that Mr. Gardner here,
That's on CPU.
once he signed.
Matilde is in Metasploitable too.
Okay.
I just don't remember which version of Matilda it was. Yeah.
It's the latest version.
Okay.
Yeah, are you
thank
gonna
you.
have links at some point?
Do I have links?
Yes,
No.
to these.
I will-
I believe you have enough Google Foo.
Yeah, I will send you a PDF document.
Okay. I'll look at that.
Open all the files.
Exactly. With your labs too, you can share your lab access with your buddies. Slap up an open VPN box, hook them up. I got this running. Hey, well, he's got that running. So you don't have to have everything. You can trade off. So
Books.
books, you gotta love books.
Who likes reading? Oh, wait, no.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
See,
A lot more than we thought.
Like I said, I dropped out of college. Obviously, I didn't like books. Got a handful of them up there that, I
Might be
think,
handy.
yeah, they're great to have for reference and nothing else. But with reading too, check the damn help files. If you're not sure what a flag is for something, chances are, with that -H, you might find it, or check a man page.
Yes. Man pages are awesome. Use them.
Go. Start looking at the code, figure out how these tools work. Like set is great, but understand how set is actually grabbing the web page, putting its code there, and putting it back up.
Not that any of us ever used that to clone a site, but it was not being used for malicious links.
And it's like, look at the code, learn from the code, don't copy the code. There's another toolkit out there that has a 99 exit menu. Pretty sure it came from set. Yeah, whatever. Check your forums. Yeah, Google Foo. I mean, if you can think about it, you can find it on Google. The one nice thing I like about Google that not a lot of people know, Google.com, whack Microsoft, or whack Linux. Now you can tailor your search results for Linux and for Microsoft. So helps out a little bit. A lot of times I can find whatever I need just, with Google. But if you got to tailor it, tailor it. All right, stuff that doesn't work. Don't be a troll. Don't be like Prime. It's not cool.
Is there a mirror room?
Yeah, no kidding, right? This field, we all get frustrated a lot. This stuff it's hard. We're making code work in a way that it wasn't originally designed to do. So we're going to joke. Take a joke. If it's at your expense, so be it. You know, just take it, laugh. Trust me, we'll come back. You'll get your jab right back at the guy sometime later. Be respectful of the other people. You know, it kind of goes with don't troll, but you know, don't be a dick. No one likes it. Don't spam, obviously. New ideas, different approaches. You know, because you've done one way for years, and you know what, I do it this way. Hey, maybe my way might work a little bit better. Be willing to look at it at least. Or you know what, I might be doing it wrong, and you're going to teach me a new way. Can't hurt.
It's about helping each other. That's really what we've been trying to push is just that.
And now, with the helping each other, at the same time, don't accept the step-by-step instructions. You're trying to find something out. I've never gotten a document going, oh, well, if you need to own this, first, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you got your shell. That's, well, yeah, pop it this way, go from there. You know, you're just not going to get step-by-step. Sorry.
There's a car horn honking. I don't know if anyone else can hear it.
Yeah.
I just know that. I thought it was spinal.
The fun one is the know who you're talking to. We have people in this room that are really cool people, but there's also people out there that aren't going to be really as nice as you all. So people do lie on the internet, so this is our shout out to House. Everybody lies.
Yeah, it's shocking to realize, especially on the internet, someone would, you know, throw a fallacy out there, but it happens.
And not all of us are helpful.
Yeah, not everyone wants to help you. You know, you may have a problem with your netbook that you harass people every day for, and they don't want to help you fix it because we don't like you. You know, unfortunately, it happens. And then you got to protect yourself too. I mean, you realize, yes, it's information security, it's a profession. We're hacking stuff. You know, it's still kind of that black art, unfortunately. So yeah, protect yourself, CYA, all that good stuff. Don't get, you know, like conspiracy after a couple of beers, stay away from him. He lists killed up, it's scary.
4G LTE has the fastest speeds.
Whoops. My bad, Tater.
That's
I didn't
right.
mean it.
Stuff that's helped us.
Learn to script.
Yeah, scripting's huge. You know, you don't have to be a master coder. You know how to throw together a 4 or 5 line.
For loop, 1 a.m. Jersey.
600 passwords.
Yes.
Pen test done and over with. Yes, Glitch.
The car horn has stopped.
Thank
So
you.
in case you were
Thank
concerned.
you for taking care of that.
I wanted to let you know.
You know, another great example, Conceal just threw his arms up. CTF at Aid, he's just running a for loop on a file. He had that box. You know, it was his. There's a lot of power in 3 or 4 lines. Like you're saying, that pen test, we ran WCE on every box in the domain.
That was,
You know, while we were at the bar getting drunk. So it's quite nice.
I didn't know such a thing.
Yes, you did. Get comfortable in the command line, you know. And I'm coming from a Windows background, so obviously I love GUI. You gotta be cool with typing. You gotta understand how it works. Be an aggressive learner. Help out where you can. Make sure you give back to the community. You know, that's why we're up here doing this, to give back to you guys, because you all have given us so much. And then kind of find your niche. There's so many skill sets out there with InfoSec. You're not going to be a Jedi in every single one.
There are a few of you.
There's a couple, but you know, kind of find what you really like doing, what you're passionate about. Run with it. Go have fun with it.
I heard that there was a person, Red Rail, who was a Jedi. All of them. Is this true?
Well, you know, by his LinkedIn, he's actually rewriting protocols now.
Okay. Tracking.
So that's it, guys. What's it? Yeah.
Hey, could we see an example of the for loop?
Throw one up there.
All
But yeah, questions, comments, shout them out. That's our Twitters. Hit us up. So you guys have anything?
Any questions? No?
Our horn is still on.
All right, if we're good, we're good. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Well done.